tool. You'll also hear Teamcenter Manufacturing. Sometimes you'll hear Easy Plan. And so when we take the manufacturing engineering, the EBOM, MBOM reconciliation, the assembly planning, therefore line design can be optimized, work construction authoring, going to the simulation if you have to simulate an assembly process, to the shop floor production, taking everything into play into one ecosystem or one tool. So again, go back to what I kind of mentioned at the very beginning. While this is a Siemens developed tool, the market called for it, and just a quick overview of some of the companies that currently use this tool, not only in the US, but also global. If you wanted to learn more, we'd be glad to put a proof of concept into your hands. We don't just dump a trial and a download trial. We'll walk you through a multi-week proof of concept where we can build your data into Easy Plan, and you can actually see and work on that process in a sandbox environment led by our partners and Siemens to make sure that you're using the tool and you see the value to its full potential.
And you brought up proof of concept. Where does one get started? What's the best practice with companies that we work with on where do they start? And I think that's always been a pain point. That's a question we get all the time. How do I get started, Chris? You're giving me all this great information, but I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah. So what I always like to the first question is, take me through how you get to the factory floor with documentation. What does that documented process look like? Let's talk about it. Well, Garrett, we send the engineering BOM into Oracle, and then somebody in Oracle applies some materials, and then they print off some instructions, and somebody takes that to the factory floor on a clipboard or even a digital, PC, whatever it is, and they follow the work instructions. I mean, that's a lot of, just a general statement there, but that's a lot of what we hear. So now we know, okay, we do have an EBOM. We do have Oracle in play for your materials. Let's show you the process of getting Teamcenter Manufacturing in the middle of those to either the document management where your EBOM's coming from or a different PLM suite. And let's take then the materials and connect to your ERP and be able to build the MBOM in Teamcenter Manufacturing. And then from there, let's start to build the bill of process, which is essentially the routing that you put into a schedule. And when you build a great bill of process, you're going to be able to schedule more efficiently because your manufacturing process is more defined, from operation times to necessary materials. If you're bringing materials in just on time, all of that data comes into that bill of process. Therefore, you have a set amount of time that it's going to take you to be able to produce. So when you look at something like Op Center advanced scheduling system, and you're able to run if this then that scenarios for your dynamic scheduling, you can do that according to best practice and best proven out manufacturing process. So again, what I like to look at is, what does your EBOM look like? Do you have one? Usually most people do. If not, we can help you build a structured engineering BOM within Teamcenter. And then from there, with the Teamcenter Manufacturing module, we can build that MBOM connecting to wherever your material data lives. And then from there, we'll take those two documents and marry it to a process. So you have your how to build it, you have your what to build it with, and then the process of actually building it, the actual step-by-steps of the recipe, right? Do this first, do this second, do this third, and it allows the operation team on the factory floor to not go out of order and just have to follow a very simplified process.